Oh, a leopard. Let's take him out. And oh, here's the rendered. Is he still there? Well, he was there. Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. And today I show you how I will have some fun in War Thunder. Fun, yes, the forbidden F word. And this is not the ZSU-57-2, but the Chinese cousin, the WZ305. It has a higher battle rating of 8.0, but therefore gets proximity fuse airburst shells, which are fantastic, not just versus helicopter of course, but also versus planes, and I just have to look for it. I am really good with them and I really enjoy this. So I have so many really great gameplay scenes and I played so many battles that I even went into some replays where I think it looks not just really great but shows you also the bigger picture of where this thing really hurts the enemy really hard. That T-32 made the terrible mistake of turning also his hull. His turret would be immune even from the side versus my gun just good enough to defeat my 57mm APAG coming from those long-barreled twin guns, and that is just another kill. Let's quickly switch here to the normal replay view and we can then see where the other kills now in quick succession will come from. Now, to be honest, this thing, believe it or not, despite what you see, is balanced. It's just fitting the meta really well. So why do I think it's balanced? Well, it doesn't have thermal imaging, it doesn't really have a stabilizer, it doesn't have APFSDS, and also it doesn't really have armor. The mobility is good, but the maneuverability not so much. And I think also the lack of armor, it being open-topped, making capping a real risk versus artillery strikes, airplane strays, etc. And so those are the downsides. What are the upsides? Well, if you are going in a straight line, you still have some decent speed, and the main selling point of this thing is the combination of the fast turret traverse, the good elevation angles, and also that you have this rather rapid firing APAG, and also you can threaten really efficiently helicopters and planes. And this is the moment where my rampage were brought to an abrupt end. Doesn't really matter. Let's have a look at this battle, and this just shows you how I have kind of the look for those HE rounds, HEVT rounds. That was a pilot snipe, so that was a direct hit, right? And I think this shows how I have to feel for this. A tank from the side, it's a reasonable range. One of the longer combat ranges in War Thunder. Another thing why I absolutely love this. If War Thunder gives you close quarters maps all the time, why not use something like this, which would be not so good in anti-air, in anti-tank work at longer ranges, but in close quarters, where turret rotation speed and APAG with side shots at this battle rating is fantastic. Hell yeah, why not? I actually had fun. I even put a talisman on this tank to research the remaining tanks in the Chinese tech tree. And look, this is a jet coming at a reasonable speed, and yet after adjusting, that's a total disintegration. I love it. It's just so satisfying. This tank is actual fun. That was a stupid misaim, but well, I track him. His barrel's knocked out, I have him disabled, and then closing the angle, and we go through his side. So even something like a T-54 is not really safe from this thing. You can snipe cupolas, and you can really deal a lot of damage really quickly to multiple targets with side shots. There are a lot of tanks that have APDS or APFSDS with a single shot, and you don't really cripple the enemy. With APAG, you still one-shot them, and that's the beauty. Sometimes it's really unexpected. And, well, does it really need further explanation? The one thing that you really have to take care of is that while the first salvo might be reasonably accurate, the more you hold down the trigger finger, the more spread you have. Which sounds like a disadvantage, and kind of is versus tanks if you really take careful aim. But versus aircraft, with the mixture of having 2 barrels and, you know, proximity fuse shells, that kind of is really deadly for aircraft and helicopters. And let's just have a look at this battle. If you think that this is a déjà vu, well, let's watch it. So that's the same route that I took like in the first scene that I showed after the intro. And we are just behind the enemy lines. Again, this is a little bit more cinematic, and just we wait a second, and in the replay, for some reason, I spot enemy targets just a split second earlier as in the actual gameplay. Maybe there is a little bit of a desynchronization. Second kill, by the way, but in the replay, I see the targets earlier. Maybe I know that they're already there, but there's just something about replays. Here I actually whipped down to overcome the 5 degrees of gun depression, and those were 4 quick kills. I saw the tank on the right hand side, that I think it's a T10A, but his armor, you know, it can be tricky, so I don't want to give away my position unnecessarily after having killed 4 tanks already. But the enemy team again doesn't get the deal, and there is yet another tank, and those were 5 quick kills yet again. Let's move on to this fantastic scene. So we more or less just spawned. We are halfway to the objective, and this is Sands of Sinai, one of my all-time favorite maps. So much diversity. You can choose if you want to brawl or go long range, and now I want to brawl. And on the move, we just sniped a helicopter that was, what, 2-3 kilometers away? No big deal. And there is another helicopter. So let's join the other dude and let's cap. There is the helicopter. Let's pre-aim. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And a few minutes later, we have then the third candidate. So that is a bit of an awkward position. He's behind the building, just over the ridge line. We have to switch ammunition. And then, again, only with 1 barrel, we get in the critical hit. We have to reposition here. You can see the not so great reverse gear. Another hit in. And, well, we kind of exchange kills. Here I had only 3 rounds left. And with 2 rounds, I pilot sniped that Spitfire. So here, this chieftain was so amazed that he actually reached the cap in time, that he probably brain disconnected. His fault, my pleasure. And just a minute later, after I capped, I prepared an ambush. Do you hear them? So here's the right idea. But APAG takes no prisoners. But he was not the only one. You heard the other guy? Yeah, watch that. His shot actually got blocked by the gun barrel of the enemy dead tank. The problem is, now the really bad gun depression kicks in, and I could have killed this M103, but I couldn't depress the gun, so the end was inevitable. 3 caps and 7 kills later. That shows you what this thing can do. But this is spicy. So this dude actually was looking for me, because I already killed one of his teammates, but I was somewhere else. And that was a beautiful kill again. Then I see here the enemy target. I hear an ATGM from a helicopter going to cover. Dodge it. Switch ammo type. But there is an enemy 906. Let's wait for it. Let's not prematurely switch ammo. Perfect ammo exchange. And then watch this. That's quite some distance for this helicopter, right? So that is at 3 kilometers. It's so beautiful. I love it. I have no mercy with any sort of helicopter. No regrets whatsoever. It's beautiful. I'm having fun. This is one of those things. You can rush an early cap, and that is dangerous because of the lack of armor, open top, artillery strikes, you name it. But when a helicopter tries to strafe you, you just take them out early game. You support your team. You have actual value. Nobody expects the WZ305 anti-helicopter inquisition. This guy probably was coming for the revenge kill. I have only 1 gun barrel left because the right gun breech ate the damage. So I can repair. 18 seconds left. And we just chill. I hear an enemy tank. Where is he? As you can see on the minimap, I am on the flank of the enemy spawn. It's not spawn camping, but I am posing a threat. So I'm just holding position and let the enemy come to me. That is just delicious. What is it even? What is it? And where is he? Greeting people that greet me in chat as usual. Come on, where are you? Is there a plane coming? In fact, there is a plane coming. So I switch ammo, blaze it away, give my position away for the enemy tank. Yeah, don't get any flies into cover. Switch ammo, and what is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a Bradley. Is it the new one? Can't tell quite yet. If it is the new one, you know, he has all the advantages. Stabilizer, thermal imaging, also an arty strike, but also those really dangerous top-down missiles where even the splash is enough to kill me. So he has all the advantages. And the plane also should know my location. So this is where the dance with the devil begins. How can I take him out? He has all the advantages. Also, he has better gun depression. So, yeah, reverse gear is amazing, as you can see. I'm thinking about rushing forward, and yeah, I catch him off guard. And my left gun breech ate the damage for a change. 6 kills already. So, the second I press R for repairing, an RT strike drops. And I was not quite sure if it was directly on me. 14 seconds left. I only have 1 gun breach left. Aircraft flies by, switch ammo, and with only 1 gun, the last shell of the clip hits. And when I was just about to be repaired, disappointing. So you can see, even I can have fun in War Thunder, and this is a fantastic vehicle. I highly recommend it. It is, and I'm not joking, actually balanced because it has many advantages but also many disadvantages. It is not a massive abuser, but it punishes people that are greedy, that don't pay attention, and it rewards positioning. So I really love the WZ305. Yet another reason to maybe have second thoughts about the Chinese tank tech tree. That's it for me today, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please give this video a like with it, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the waves, in the skies, and on the battlefields of War Thunder.